future freshmen. This is Malvin High School, and I'm Amanda Bilby, and I'm a senior here.
And I'm Alina Heck, and I'm a junior here.
And I'm Jackson Shields, and I'm also a junior here.
Today we're going to start off our tour in the main entrance.
Oh, this is the 200 hallway. This is our math hallway.
This is where all of your math classes will be.
We've got Miss Millage, Mr. Hagman, Mr. Myers, and Miss Berg right here. We got all of these lockers. That if we have lockers, these will be yours.
And then here's the freshman bulletin board where you get to decorate it every year, however you like.
Ooh, oh.
Of course, you got Miss Ashworth and Miss Peterson. And right here is Miss Jelding. A lot of you will have her for Algebra 1.
Now we're getting into science classrooms. This one is Ritterhouse, and the other one back here is Roderick. And then we're moving on to the 300 hallway. This is our science hallway.
Down here is the science hallway. We have Mrs. Johnson and Mrs. Woods is further down, and you'll have the freshman group for biology.
Now we start getting to the history section of the hallway. First, we have Mr. Tron and Mr. Fox. You won't have to worry about these teachers until your sophomore year, but it's good to know right now. Then we come down, and we have Krieger, Mr. Nelson, Mrs. Schwenke, and Miss Krause.
And that's the science and history hallway.
This is our first major intersection. Right here we have the NHS board, which you can apply to your junior year. And then over here is our library. This is the library. This over here is our board games. This is where you check out books. So now let's head back into the major intersection. Over here, we have the KAY board. It's a very cool club you can join freshman year. Over here, we have the student council board. These are all of our members this year. This is MVC, which means most valuable class. The more your class participates in events, the more points you get on the chart. Right here, we have the women's bathroom and the boys' bathroom. Oh, and a water fountain, 2 water fountains. Over here is our birthday calendar. What is today? 13th? Today is Adeline Sanford's birthday. Now we're moving on to the 400 hallway.
This is the English hallway and foreign language hallway, and it's also known as the junior hallway where your lockers will be.
To start, you have Miss Logan and Miss Ihorn. They are 2 English teachers. Then you have Miss Cloak and Miss Woods. They will be your Spanish and French teachers.
And then further down, we have Mrs. Shipley and Mrs. Conley. And then over here is Mrs. Pittman, and she is a special education teacher.
And right here is Mrs. Klein. She is another English teacher.
This is the senior intersection. Right over here, we have Tetris because this year's theme was Retro Arcade. Over here, we have a display case for our art pieces. And over back here is the 600 hallway. And over here is the 500 hallway. Let's get into it.
Down the 500 hallway, we start with our agriculture room taught by Miss Banzit. This is where also FFA takes place.
And here is the FFA bulletin board and FCCLA bulletin board.
The sponsor of SCCLA is Miss Hunsberger, who does the cooking, family, and sewing classes.
Over here is Mr. Just's room where he teaches study skills.
Here is our food lab, which is basically just the kitchen where you'll be cooking the food.
And over there is Mr. Whistler's room where he teaches CAD.
And this is the bathroom.
And down at the end of the hallway, we have the rest of our CTE classes.
This is Abasolo's room, and here we have yearbook and KCAT, which is our news of the high school. And then we have a lot of other journalism classes.
Here we have our HVAC room taught by Mr. Deeker. This is where you will set up your AC units and other wiring processes so you don't have to pay someone large amount of money to do it.
And here is the woodshop room. Mr. Reese teaches this class, and it's where you'll do woodworking. And always make sure to wear your safety glasses for eye protection when you're in here.
there's our welding room, also taught by Euchre. This is where you'll come, weld, and create other metal projects like this one on the table right here.
And now we're back at the intersection. Let's go farther down. Okay, so over here we have the pool. I'm just kidding, we don't have a pool. That's the auditorium. Okay, down farther, we have a computer lab. And then we have Banzit's room. She teaches a lot of computer classes. And then we also have Hedrick, who teaches computer coding and other various computer classes. Okay, so now let's stumble into the auditorium. In here, this is where most of our events take place, specifically theater, obviously. We also have music productions that we host here, and we have a ghost here.
These are another set of water fountains outside of Mr. Hedrick's room. They're the coldest.
Now we're back at the intersection. Let's go into the 600 hallway. Down here is Mr. Mitchell's room. He teaches theater. And then over here, we have a theater tech room. They have a bunch of props in there. And then over here is backstage access to the theater auditorium.
As we go further down, here are the art rooms. We have Mrs. Treat and Mrs. Terhune.
When we get to the end of the hallway, this is where we get to our music section of the hallway.
Hi, this is Jansen's room. In Jansen's room, they have women's choir, mixed chorus, and esprit de corps.
And here you have a band room. This is taught by Mr. Keller. And the options are varsity band, jazz band, color guard, and you can participate in drumline. It's a really fun class, and I would recommend doing it.
Now that we've seen the band room, now let's head down this hallway. And it heads straight back to the commons. Here we have our cafeteria. On a normal year, we would go in through here. This would be our a la carte line. And down over here would be our normal tray line. And whenever you get done, you would come out these two doors after checking out your food.
And this big area is where you would eat lunch. And then if you're a senior, you can come here after you're done soaring.
Here we have our athletic wing.
Let's go.
Don't mind the decorations, we just had our homecoming. Over here, we have our concession stand, but it's also the Wildcat Cafe during lunchtime. You guys may or may not have that. Well, let's go to the main gym.
And here's the main gym. This is where we have pep assemblies if we'll have them next year, PE, and basketball games. And up there is the mezzanine, where wrestling practice takes place and all the fans can sit.
Let me get a tasty snack. These are our vending machines. We also have a vending machine specifically for awesome school supplies, but that's coming soon.
Up here we have our mezzanine.
Over here, we do the wrestling. Let's see the rest of the hallway. Over here, we have the girls' locker room. We also have tornado drills in there. And then we have the boys' locker room. And then another gate to the mezzanine. And then we have the athletic trainer room. And then in here is our small gym. You also will probably have PE in there. And then Cole Meyer's room, he teaches our health class. And then weights room.
Here's our wall of fame. The pictures of our best athletes are put up here.
Whoa, look at this! Another water fountain.
In the counselor's office is where you can find schedule request change forms. You can get job shadowing forms in here, and if you just need anyone to talk to, you can talk to them.
Bathroom! And over here is our bookstore. This is where you pay your lunch money. This is the nurse's office. She'll fix your boo-boos. If you're feeling sick, don't be afraid to come to the nurse's office. They're here to help you. We're trying not to spread anything. Oh, there's my sanitizer in the lost and found, right in front of the office.
Here's the office. In here you can visit with secretaries or turn in any papers that need to be turned. And back there is Mrs. Cowell and Mr. Fennell's office.
Thanks for coming on our tour. Can't wait to see you next year.
Bye!